Good afternoon, and here we go again. We have another government mandate because environment. And let me be clear. The purpose of this video is not to argue about climate change or how much is it man-caused, or how much is natural. That's not the purpose of this video. That would be a separate discussion, which I'm not having right now. The problem is this: government to set legally binding targets to speed up the shift away from petrol and diesel. First problem, government. Let me try to be clear. I'm not a climate change denier. I'm not a pro fossil fuels or anything like that. I'm pro freedom, I'm pro free market, and I'm very frightened of anything the government get their claws in, because, as you know, put the government in charge of the Sahara Desert, and you soon we have shortage of sand, really. And I know it firsthand, believe me. Okay, so the problem is the government decided, because they will tell you they have. They follow the science, they have science advisors, and they have some reports, anything. I don't care. The politicians, the bureaucrats decided that for like 2028, 1 in 2 new cars must be electric. And everyone heads down and go with it. Let's say half of new car running will be fully electric power by 2028. Under government plans to accelerate the shift away from petrol and diesel. Yeah, I'm not sure how, but it will go wrong, really wrong. The Department for Transport has proposed legally binding annual targets the manufacturers will be forced to meet before 2035, when no new hybrid or petrol vehicles will be allowed to be sold. This is going to cause so many market distortions that I cannot even foresee. Scheme will start in 2024, but manufacturers will have to sell all electric cars, accounting for 22% of the total, rising to 52% in 2028 and 80% in 2030. You know what? I made this prediction. By 2025, diesel and petrol used car will rise in price. They will start rising in price until they get to a level of electric car. Electric car sales jumped 79% last month to more than 2019. Okay, that's a. I mean, I'm not against electric cars. Electric car has many advantages. But I'm not. This video is not about electric car. I'm just going to say that electric cars, they have many advantages, but they are not for all use cases. Let's just put it like this. They still have a high upfront cost. Granted, the total cost of ownership can be, in some cases, can be lower in the long run, but there's still many. Okay, here you see how this is how they believe it's gonna be, which is of course, totally different to how it's gonna be in reality. Side of modern manufacturers and traders say that new rules must encourage consumers to purchase. Yeah, we can start by there, not just compel manufacturers to produce. The danger is that consumers will lack the incentive to purchase. Oh, they will have the incentive. Leave that to the government. These new vehicles that will remain more expensive than traditional petrol and diesel. Oh, that will be fixed too. We're gonna tax the hell. They're gonna tax the hell. The diesel and petrol cars. We're gonna fix that. Not making electric cars cheaper, mind you, because we're gonna put a lot of subsidies in the electric car, sucking money from the taxpayers. So basically, the poor children of Yorkshire or the Merseyside, they're going to pay for hipsters electric car in Soho, because that's how it works whenever the government grants subsidies. Market transformation is proven to work fastest when mandates are matched with incentives. Yeah, we will provide those incentives. You worry not. For automotive electrification, we also need commensurate and binding target for infrastructure. That's another thing, and it's like a chicken and egg game. Why people don't buy an electric cars? Because where are you going to charge it? I mean, for pure urban use. I mean, if you use it to commute every day within the city, and you can charge your car overnight, that's a nice use case. Again, I'm not against electric cars per se. I just don't want I don't want the government to mandate what kind of car I have to use. And second, we need to acknowledge the cons and pros of each option. For many people can get an electric car, and it would be useful as long as they can put up with the upfront cost. That's right, but other people, an electric car will not fit the use. The Department for Transport say that several major manufacturers such as Ford, Mercedes, and have already committed to only sell electric cars in the UK by 2030. Yeah, of course it did. Volkswagen and Land Rover, battery power, have what they said, and Toyota, and a couple more will make a fraction of the total. Okay, some hybrids to save the money. 2 years ago, new petrol and diesel vehicles would be banned from 2030. Some hybrid model could be sold until 2035. So, what happens when you ban the supply? Anything? Yeah. Economics 101. Yeah. The price goes up. So, if you have a diesel or petrol car and it's in good shape, it's not too old, keep it. Don't sell it. And this is the other part. Is the, as I was mentioning before, the infrastructure. You need to. Thing is a totally different game to charge an electric vehicle than filling a gas tank. You put petrol on the tank. How long can it take? Minutes. and you're gonna. It takes some time to charge your battery. So the Office for Budget Responsibility say electric model will account for 59% of new car sales by 2027. Yeah, I'm sure. Doubling the forecast released in October. Yeah, yeah. If you want to believe that, I have an NFT to say. Charging points continue to rise. Okay, there are concerns that available infrastructure to charge electric cars is not expanding at the same pace, because why should it? Public charges may not be enough for drivers who travel long distances and do not have a driveway or garage. Yeah, that's the thing. If you use it to go around in the city, that probably is fine. An electric car, as long as you can charge it overnight. But not everyone is suited for an electric car. Many electric car owners also have a second car with a combustion engine also priced to support their needs, which this is the reveal preference. Alright? This here tells you everything. If you don't care about the article, this line, it tells you everything you need to know. This is called the reveal preference. Yeah. You may do some all the polls you want. People will say whatever you want, but look at what they do. Because electric cars at this time, at the time of recording this video, they are not suited for every use case. Again, I'm not a climate change denial. I'm not disparaging electric cars. They do have their usage, and people will figure out. You don't have to. The government doesn't have to come and tell me to buy an electric car. I believe that each of one of us is smart enough to decide which one. Hey, many people want to buy an electric car. Good for them. They analyze and they realize that yes, an electric car is for them. Other people will say, hey, you know what? I have to run long distance. I run my numbers. That is unless the government, and I'm not giving you ideas, but here's my prediction. We're going to have more taxes in fuel in general, more subsidies for electric cars, and we get to that in a minute. We have more taxes in sales of used combustion vehicles. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I don't think you need it. You want incentive for the people? How about high tax on petrol, high tax on diesel? How about more taxes on sales of internal combustion vehicles? Well, good luck for the farmers who need to produce. There's minor things called food is going to increase, because don't tell me an electric tractor, an electric lorry is going to be, if we have an electric tractor or electric lorry, it's gonna be more expensive. And guess what? That too will increase the price of food. When the price of energy, as we are seeing now, goes up, the price of food goes up. Remember, any civilization is 3 meals from total anarchy. And I don't mean anarchy as in uh, anarcho as in the uncats. I mean restless, on social unrest. I mean breakdown of the society. But now about the subsidies. You see where was it? Okay, you see this, all this name, Ford, Mercedes, Audi, Peugeot, Volvo, who have already committed to only sell electric cars in the UK by 2030. Are they doing by the kindness of their heart? No. Are they doing because they are concerned about the environment? No, of course not. Oh, you're serious? Okay. Why you think this is? The government is going to take the taxpayers' money, your money, my money, all money, and they're going to give it to these people, and that's the awful, the most awful thing on this greenwash. Again, I'm not denying the climate change. I'm against the government taking your money, my money, to do what they decide will fix the problem. I'm pretty sure you and I, we can do much more for the environment than the government can do. If the government leaves that money with us, we will fix the environment even faster than the government will, no matter what the government does. So that's the main problem. Volkswagen and Land Rover, Toyota, Honda, Porsche. Yeah, of course they are. They're waiting for that sweet subsidy. Hopefully tax break, that will be a step forward. But again, this my advice: if you have a decent petrol car or diesel car, don't sell it, keep it, try to keep it in shape. If you can buy a car now and just keep it, maintain it, don't, because they're probably going to rise in price. As always, vote with your wallets, because we all are the market.